In recent global developments, the world has been witnessing a series of unprecedented geopolitical shocks and environmental milestones that are reshaping international relations, regional security, and tourism dynamics. Among the most pressing events has been the controversial and highly publicized actions of former U.S. President Donald Trump concerning Venezuela, which have elicited strong reactions both domestically within the United States and internationally. As tensions escalated, Trump's administration reportedly took assertive measures to address perceived threats emanating from Venezuelan political leadership, particularly targeting President Nicolas Maduro and his administration. This series of interventions has been framed by some analysts as a strategic attempt to demonstrate U.S. resolve in the Western Hemisphere, but it has simultaneously raised concerns about the potential for destabilization, humanitarian repercussions, and the broader implications for Latin American diplomatic networks. The operation, widely discussed in international media, included the temporary detainment and transfer of key Venezuelan officials and involved coordinated military and intelligence maneuvers, which, according to official statements, were intended to ensure the safety of U.S. interests and to uphold international law as interpreted by the Trump administration. The announcement of these actions triggered a flurry of reactions, with various Republican leaders expressing cautious support while simultaneously warning against overreach, highlighting internal debates within the U.S. political sphere over the balance between aggressive foreign policy and diplomatic prudence. Critics of the intervention, both within the United States and abroad, have characterized these measures as excessive and potentially provocative, noting that unilateral actions risk inflaming regional conflicts and undermining multilateral institutions designed to mediate such disputes. The Venezuelan government, on the other hand, vehemently condemned the U.S. actions, labeling them as illegal under international law and emphasizing their violation of sovereignty, which has further strained relations between Caracas and Washington and prompted discussions at forums such as the Organization of American States and the United Nations regarding accountability, compliance with international norms, and the protection of civilian populations amidst political turmoil. Meanwhile, the ripple effects of Trump's foreign policy strategies have extended beyond Venezuela, with speculation intensifying about potential U.S. moves regarding Greenland, Cuba, and Colombia. Observers suggest that these maneuvers may be part of a broader strategic vision aimed at expanding American influence in the Western Hemisphere and securing access to critical resources, including energy reserves and strategic ports. These plans, whether fully realized or not, have fueled debates across Europe, North America, and Latin America, prompting international leaders to assess the potential consequences for security, trade, and diplomatic alliances, particularly given the current global climate of uncertainty marked by shifting power dynamics, emerging military technologies, and increasingly complex economic interdependencies. Concurrently, in Southeast Asia, Thailand has been experiencing a markedly different set of developments that, while less dramatic in the military sense, are equally significant in terms of domestic governance, environmental conservation, and economic growth. Northern and southern regions of Thailand have recently faced increased border tensions with neighboring countries, particularly Cambodia, due to long-standing territorial disputes and sporadic military skirmishes. While these confrontations have remained largely contained, they have nevertheless drawn international attention to the delicate balance of regional security and the challenges faced by Southeast Asian nations in maintaining peaceful border management. The Thai government has engaged in diplomatic negotiations alongside targeted military preparedness, seeking to ensure that border security measures are enforced without escalating into full-scale conflict. These efforts include coordinated patrols, intelligence sharing, and strategic infrastructure enhancements aimed at bolstering national defense while minimizing civilian exposure to potential hazards. Alongside security concerns, Thailand has simultaneously been celebrating notable environmental achievements, most prominently the rediscovery of the flat-headed cat, a species that had not been reliably observed in the wild for over 30 years. Camera trap footage confirming the survival and breeding of this elusive feline in southern wetlands has captured the attention of conservationists worldwide, serving as a symbol of resilience and the importance of environmental protection initiatives. The conservation success story has prompted both governmental and non-governmental organizations to increase efforts in habitat preservation, anti-poaching campaigns, and ecological education programs, recognizing that safeguarding biodiversity is critical not only for ecological stability but also for the country's international image as a responsible steward of natural resources. In parallel with security and environmental developments, Thailand has been witnessing a remarkable surge in tourism, contributing to the country's economic growth and global reputation as a premier travel destination. The post-pandemic recovery has accelerated visitor numbers, with foreign tourists flocking to Thailand's vibrant urban centers, scenic beaches, and culturally rich landmarks. Cities like Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Phuket have seen significant increases in international arrivals, supported by strategic marketing campaigns, infrastructure improvements, and a diversified portfolio of tourism offerings that cater to both luxury and budget travelers. The convergence of natural beauty, historical sites, and modern amenities has created an unprecedented tourism boom, generating employment, stimulating local economies, and attracting investment in hospitality, transportation, and service sectors. Furthermore, the government has actively promoted eco-tourism and sustainable travel practices, encouraging visitors to engage with wildlife responsibly and participate in conservation programs, particularly in regions that host species such as the flat-headed cat and other endangered flora and fauna. This dual focus on economic expansion and environmental stewardship underscores Thailand's commitment to balancing development with ecological responsibility, ensuring that the benefits of tourism are distributed widely while preserving the natural heritage for future generations.